I have nothing clever or witty this week.
You know, we should just do that like every week. Just save us a whole lot of time and just get straight to the video.
I'm going to do it on Friday.
Okay. What's up, guys? We are the Cinefanatics. I am Robert Adams.
I'm Chris Adams.
And we are here today to react to another Schmoedown match. This one is, what is this? This is like the competition leading to the #1 contender spot at the Spectacular.
This is the match to decide who one of the two individuals doing the #1 contender match will be.
So we are watching Dan Murrell take on Marc and Andreyko. This is going to be
a good match.
Normally, I mean...
Andreyko beat Irwin, remember that.
Yeah, and that's what I think I was leaning to. Typically, Dan Murrell, I would say, is the GOAT. He is the greatest of all the competitors.
That's not a goat noise, is it?
No, GOAT's more like... Okay.
That's a goat noise.
Typically, I would say he is the GOAT. Lately, I hate saying this, but he hasn't been full GOAT. Other than his match with Stacey Howard.
He's only been half GOAT.
He's only been, let's call it 3/4 GOAT.
He's been go.
Yeah. Or at.
Or oat. You said 3/4.
Yeah. Just mix the letters around. And so, therefore, I mean, originally, like, if we were doing this a year ago, I would say Dan Murrell is one of the top echelon competitors, and Marc Andreyko would be, like, right there below him. That he wasn't one of the normal people. I don't know what ranking class to give Schmoedown competitors. I haven't thought this one through, but...
High tier, mid-high tier, low tier, mid-tier.
I wouldn't say that Andreyko was the top, but I also wouldn't have said that he was anywhere near the middle. He's
a mid-tier.
Yeah.
Mid-high tier, I should say.
Especially after XX5XX.
Yeah.
Which, didn't he clear Murrell out during that as well?
Murrell, Roca, Bibiani, and McQueenie.
So, the thing, I think Andreyko lately has been stepping it up. Murrell has kind of stepped it down a little, but I think that's more of Murrell's luck lately.
Partly luck, partly I don't know how much time he has right now to devote to studying for the Schmoedown, especially since the overhaul at Screen Junkies and him probably taking on more responsibility after that overhaul.
And then going into the holiday season, he's sitting here watching movie after movie after movie while still participating in Honest Trailers, Screen Junkies Universe conversations.
Understandably, Dan has a bunch on his plate. And so, you know, I can't speak for what Marc Andreyko has on his plate. I just know that it's not reviewing a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all those might be reasons why Dan hasn't performed as well this season as he has in the past. Unless you count his bout on the Founding Fathers with Roca, because those were pretty good matches. But, that being said... This comes down to anyone's game. If Dan Murrell is lucky with the wheel and his numbers, then he could pull it out today. At the same time, with Andreyko and his streak that he's been on, the wins that he's gotten, yeah, I could easily see Andreyko walking away with a W on this one today.
Yeah.
So, there's only one way to find out, and that's by actually watching it. So let's watch it.
So, as you can see, the Yugoslav Black Wave led directly into Italian futurism, as pointed out in the work of Rudolf Arnheim, and is exposed in the film Schmoedown. So I hope that this 3-hour lecture has been enlightening for you and edifying. I hope that maybe once we work on the Schmoedown and make it more of an academic environment, that this will help you even compete in the future. Are there any remaining questions?
Yeah, I'm almost done here. Where's the rest of the beer? Also, this isn't fun. The Schmoedown's like not about books and learning and smarts. It's about like drinking and yelling. This is all wrong. and you won't let me leave. I want to leave.
I feel like none of the work that we did from the German Expressionists onward made any sort of impact on you at all.
Those movies don't have colors. I have to read the words.
Okay,
Like, where's the explosion? Swords.
wait, you know what? After all of this time, we've gone through all of this material, you weren't even
Not
taking
one
notes.
ninja movie in the whole fucking list, man.
Listen, you've had plenty of time for your, samurai, makeshift fighting, ninja sprite. You've had more than enough time to study your kick-ass salamander cartoon. I'm trying to educate you. I'm trying to point out some things that are worthwhile. And you know what? Where is your partner? Where is Mr. Makuga? We finished a 3-hour
Makuga.
session. I have not seen
Makuga.
him anywhere. He's delinquent. He's truant at this
He's
point.
with us at all times. He's a wow berries. Hey, it's Josh Makuga. Josh for Jeopardy. I don't know how he got out of this.
I'm going to do another year abroad.
I'm starting to think that Lana's making up words.
Yeah.
Just a hunch.
Mr. Makuga.
Mr. Makuga.
Chance Ellison, Ethan Irwin, Dan Murrell, Stacy Howard, Andreyko McWeeny, Ben the Boss Bateman, Clark Wolf. The singles tournament begins. The winner of that entire tournament faces John the Outlaw Roca at the Spectacular. What a battle we're in for. Dangerous Dan Murrell, though, Mark, has been a staple of this league. Dan had a rough start. He lost the match at the Collision to Andrew Guy. Then they had that close loss to Corruption in the tournament.
Never played in the Schmoedown singles tournament before. I'm used to being the guy waiting for the person that's going to come out of the tournament. So this is a new experience for me, but the result's going to be the same. I'm going to be playing for that.
And your winner, by way of knockout, Dangerous Dan Murrell!
I mean, Ethan Irwin followed me into retirement. I was retired and people were trying to scare me with Ethan Irwin.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, Ethan Big Time Irwin!
And you're not out of this yet because whoever loses between Andreyko and Clark, you get to play.
The last time I sat at a table with Marc Andreyko, he was waving bye-bye to me and to the three of the other people that a lot of people say are among the best to play this game.
Someone who's having a tremendous year in singles and in general this year. That's the android Marc Andreyko. Marc Andreyko this year is 3-1. And your winner, Marc the Android Andreyko.
He's like,
have to face players
What?
I love how he's confused. I won that?
playing against
Huh?
each other in a fun, as affectionate as a competition can be. And if I win or she wins, it's a win for the Fight Club. It's a win.
What 2000 comedy featured cameos from real-life pro wrestlers Diamond Dallas Page, Bill Goldberg, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Booker T.
Ready to rumble.
And your winner,
How'd you know?
advancing to the final.
Because we reacted to that episode.
On Friday.
Now, Marc Andreyko, on the other hand, he has to date with Destiny with Dangerous Dan Murrell. They will now play, and the winner of that will be in the #1 contender match. So, Dan Murrell and Andreyko.
As long as I don't lose by 100 points, I'm going to have fun.
I was getting into it.
I wonder how well that's going to sound in the post-edit.
It's gonna sound like this.
He's Chris Adams playing on the whiteboard on the plastic pickle tub, which he ain't never practiced.
What?
It's from Rent.
Oh.
I don't know where y'all get your whiteboard musical numbers at, but y'all do a fantastic job with them.
Literally nobody's done a whiteboard.
I had to say the phrase.
This is a very special match.
I don't know why.
But what had happened is
I don't know where you get your Kalinowskis from, but sometimes they sit on the desk.
Call a match. That's interesting.
Those are the semifinals. Marc Andreyko,
Kick
Dan
Laquasta out
Murrell
again?
will be playing against each other to figure out who will be in that number 1 contender match at the Spectacular. Big things are happening. I'm Christian Harloff, and joined by a very special guest here, a guy that I think, I mean, man, you know, what a great competitor you are.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I know there was so much. Look, it's not as. There's a lot going on in your personal life here with Thad Williams. Not as much power as you used to, I think. Is that true? What's happening?
What are you saying here?
I'm just saying I don't think it's going as well as it used to be for you.
So that's from your point of view, right?
Well, I think a lot of people's point of view.
Different perspectives.
I saw you say something. Someone said no. You know, you're getting told no. I didn't see that before.
Hey,
So
he stood up to himself. You can't argue against that.
So you like that?
I don't see anything wrong with it.
What I like is that you're focusing more about being a competitor now. I like that you have a big match coming up here. You have the Inner Geekdom Championship that before you were able to, you put yourself in the match. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You're playing arguably the Rookie of the Year, the amazing Marc for the title.
A fantastic player.
Thoughts on the match?
You want my thoughts on the match?
That's why I asked. Thoughts on the match?
Mara deserves the championship. She is the champ, and she absolutely 100% deserves it. She won the match against me, so when I go against her, I wanted to go against the best. I've always said that from the beginning. I want to go against the best.
Beat you fair and square.
Absolutely. She beat Inman fair and square.
Right.
She's arguably the best player. Not even arguably. I'd say she is the best player in Inner Geekdom. So that makes it why I'm going for her. I'm going to take that belt from her.
You're going to take the belt? Well, look, it's coming up. You got that. You put Ken in the Star Wars Championship, so corruption's riding high, but not right now.
Okay.
Because the story is not about you, my friend. The story today is about Marc Andreyko and Dan Murrell. One of these competitors, their seasons will continue. The others will end here today. It is going to be something special. Marc Andreyko and Murrell have never faced before. They have never played before. Dan Murrell's a former 2-time champion. Marc Andreyko had a chance at the title against Bibiani, just fell short. He beat the finalist, Ethan Irwin, one of the finalists, Ethan Irwin,
Great
and
match.
he just lost to Clark Wolf. He has had a hell of a year, so this could go either way. Who do you got?
I have no idea who I have gotten this match. I mean, it is one of those ones where Murrell is what he is. He's a legend. He's a legend. But Andreyko is always that underdog that people either, underestimate or whatever, and he always comes through. And you ever see the calm?
He underestimates himself.
Absolutely. And you want to, like, how do you do that? And then he goes and pulls it out. And he's like, if you ever watch those two matches, I've never seen, you got to check the table if there's a pulse at the table sometimes with these guys.
Yeah.
Because you don't know which way it's going to go, and they always are able to pull through. So I don't know who I have in this match.
Well, we're going to hear both the thoughts from Marc Andreyko, who's with Emma Fife, and Dan Murrell going solo on this one. Here we go.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted a shot at that belt at the Spectacular. I don't get it, but that's okay, because I have one more chance to make sure that this is a season for me that I can be proud of, and that's winning this match here today. I might not get a shot at the belt right now, but I can assure myself a shot at the belt, and I don't matter. It doesn't matter to me as long as I can see that
In
belt.
New York.
As long as that belt's out there, that's what I want. So if I can't go that way, then I'm gonna go this way.
So this is Andreyko's chance to get into the #1 contender match that is going to be played at the Schmoedown Spectacular, and honestly, it would be really interesting if Clark were to lose and
wearing a
Andreyko were to win
Season
and we
of the
were to
Witch
immediately
shirt?
have a rematch. But one way or another, I have nothing
Yeah.
but the greatest of
Halloween-
faith in
Halloween
Andreyko.
3.
He's proved
That's a
time
cool
and time
shirt.
again that he is one of the strongest players.
She
in
wearing a
the
Beetlejuice
entirety
shirt?
of the
Probably.
Schmoedown. He's the only person who's beaten Ethan Irwin, so that's not nothing.
I love the Android. Marc Andreyko has been coming on Screen Junkie stuff since before the Schmoedown. But if you think that I've forgotten watching him wave bye-bye to me at the free-for-all at my table, that was my table. He took my table away from me. And if you think I've forgotten that, you are sorely mistaken. I've never played him in singles before, but I've been wanting a shot at getting revenge for that, and I got that shot today.
Yes, I am the first person to beat Ethan, but after Clark beats him, I'll probably be
It's like the biggest trash talking I think I've ever heard Dan
Murrell
Murrell do. He's on fire with it this season. Yeah. Well, he's still been mostly friendly the whole time, but guy got under his skin.
They don't know which end is up, so...
Not only did I see the belt in front of me, I see the Big Apple. I see a big crowd. I see a live event. I want that. I want
Murrell
to be on
versus
that
Roca
stage,
at
and I want to be
New
playing
York.
for that belt. But right now, Marc Andreyko is between me
That's a
and
good
that
one.
shot. And as much as I might like the guy,
I want a pair of
between me
those
and that
tickets.
shot,
Oh, wait.
the girl between me and that shot,
Never mind.
you're in my way.
I mean,
So it's time to get out of the way.
So Dan, we've never played one-on-one before. This will be a lot of fun. Hopefully it'll be close, and I'll apologize for beating you when we're done.
Andreyko, I love you. You're a friend of mine. But this is a movie trivia contest, so I'm going to throw a movie quote at you from one of the greats of all time, The Godfather. It's nothing personal. This is strictly business.
Aren't they stablemates like for a hot second?
A lot of respect, both with the mission.
I don't know.
Dan Murrell's got that
Yeah,
look in
Dan
his
was on the
eyes that
lines, didn't for
you've
like all
seen
5
time and
seconds.
time and again.
Yeah.
He wants to get to the spectacular. The winner of this match, once again, will play the loser of Clark and Ethan at the spectacular for the #1 contender match, and the winner of that match will go to New York to play whoever the champion is in January at the next live event.
No pressure.
It's a lot of pressure here, too. Both these guys want the opportunity to go to New York and for this season to continue. So it's a lot on the line. It's absolutely, there's still a chance for these guys to get a shot at the gold, whether it's next season or not. But it is time for them to get going. I'm ready to go. Here's the tail of the tape. Marc Andreyko. The skills there are musical.
Throwing Kalinowski out of power.
Movies. And you have... I missed that. What is that last skill there? You got it? What's your improv? You can't read it?
What?
It says, throwing you out of power.
He said, "What's your improv?"
So you're going back to the comedy stage, Joe, so you're going to the Yaha Hut or the Olympics over there?
Right back there. Dangerous Dan Murrell. Spielberg movies.
Getting a trip to New York City.
That's what he said. It's one of his strengths, getting a trip to New York.
He's getting ahead of himself, isn't he?
That's what he is. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I approve of all these shenanigans.
Are you ready?
We little shenanigans.
It's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing the Fight Club with a record of 6 wins, 4 defeats. Led to the ring by his manager, Emma Fife. Marc, the android, Andreyko. There's Emma. Emma having a hell of a year. I feel like I've seen so much of Emma lately. Great manager, having a hell of a year here today, Mike.
Spectacular year for her.
Yeah.
That might make for a good thumbnail.
They have been. And his opponent,
I did so many things there.
representing
Got a lot to choose from.
the 5 Horsemen, with a record of 8 wins, 4 defeats, and 5 knockouts. He is the 2016 Player of the Year and the former 2-time movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Dangerous Dan Murrell. There's the Horsemen. There they are.
Yeah, those aren't Dan.
Careful, Roca. Roca, the champion, and Riley, and there he is, Dan Murrell. I love that you know these guys.
Look at them. I know them very well.
You know them very well. Hell of a match they had against you, and there is
Fellow Seminole as well. Was it you and I?
Dan shaking the hand of both Emma and Marc as he hits the table here. Looks ready to go. Looks very calm and
I
collected.
love seeing sportsmanship on the table. Last time I faced against Riley, I went to go a handshake. I didn't get a handshake from the fella.
Is that true?
It was, yeah.
You think you really deserve it this year?
Well,
You're not a nice person. All right.
Oh, you think so?
No. Okay. All right. Round number 1. Guys, gonna work
You're not
on
a
this.
nice person.
Both competitors.
You think?
Are you ready?
Let's try.
All right. Marc Andreyko.
Gone in 60
And
seconds.
Let's get ready to
Well, that has Nick
Schmoedown.
Cage there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The Steel Declaration of Independence.
Well, it's not Gone in 60 seconds.
I know that. Jeez, it's a Nicolas Cage movie. Come on.
Who directed
Roll with me here.
2012's Skyfall?
Who directed Skyfall?
5,
No clue.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan?
Sam Mendes.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Mendes.
There you go. Tie game.
That game.
I'm so tired, Mark A.
Gentlemen, your
Not
second
Doug Lyman.
poster is in the categories of
Or
Oscars.
no one at all.
Who won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role as a mother adjusting to her daughter's interracial relationship in 1967's Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Marc Andreyko?
Catherine Hepburn.
Yes, sir. Dan?
Catherine Hepburn.
2-2.
Well done.
Wow.
Nope.
I do not feel good about
This is
this.
the next one. Which 90s romantic drama stars Clint Eastwood and Meryl Streep?
There it is.
And 5, 4,
No, I'm wrong on this.
2, 1. Dan Murrell.
The Bridges of Madison County.
Yes.
Andreyko.
The Bridges of Madison.
I said before and after. I don't know why.
Bridges of Madison. Yeah, I don't have it.
All right.
Question number 4.
We're both off tonight.
The category of
Yeah.
comic book movies. What
That happens.
MCU villain goes by the name of Adrian Toomes?
Okay, well, at least we got one each on here.
Fart in
Or
the
was that a question, I guess?
A little bit of both. 5, 4,
Just ask me a comic
3,
movie. We got it.
2, 1. Mark Andreyko.
The Vulture.
Yep. Dan.
Vulture.
There we go.
Vulture. Vulture.
And ourselves a match here.
AKA Michael Keaton.
Fantasy sci-fi. Who starred as Nolan Sorrento, who is the CEO of Innovative Online Industries in Ready Player
What is his
One?
name?
What were your thoughts on that movie?
I really liked that movie.
Did you?
I did. I did. I'm one of the few. 5,
Yes.
I'd say so.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens
Wow.
down and Dan Murrell.
Ben Mendelsohn?
Yes, sir. Mark Andreyko.
I got the Ben part.
All right.
Ooh.
Murrell takes
Bad guy in every movie that he is in.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Your question
Hold
number
that up
6,
right at the
gentlemen,
last
is the
second.
category of animated. Who voiced Coraline in 2009's Coraline?
You ever seen that one?
I've not seen that one. Animated is not a category.
No,
I don't have kids.
So you just revealed that to all your competitors.
Like, if they don't know that by now, they haven't studied.
4, 3, 2.
No clue.
Question.
I can do that for you. And again, the question is, who voiced Coraline in 2009's Coraline?
I'm just picking a random young female actress.
5, 4, 3,
Throwing a
2.
dart at a board.
1. Pens down and Mark Andreyko.
Nope.
Dan.
Dakota Fanning?
That's correct.
Got it.
Dan got it. Ooh.
No
Is
way!
that what you put?
Dakota Fanning.
I said Coraline's voice was Coraline's voice.
Wow, you're...
Horror/thriller. Which child actor stars alongside a villainous Macaulay Culkin in 1993's The Good Son?
Uh,
I enjoyed that.
I did. Creepy movie. Creepy ending. 5, 4, 3, 2.
oh, at least I got horror I can fall back on.
Elijah Wood.
Yes, sir. Mark Andreyko.
Elijah Wood.
Like
Yep,
that is
7,
it.
5.
Elijah Wood.
Dan is not missed yet.
He is not. Now, if he's got an exact question. He has a chance here. He has a chance here to have a perfect round if he hits this. If
Ooh,
not,
Murrell.
then we're just going to move on.
I got a chance here for a perfect round. No, I don't.
Eighth question in the category of comedies. What is the name of Napoleon's uncle, Napoleon Dynamite?
Haha. Yes. I'm getting 4 points.
You think I could throw that football over that mountain?
4,
Go make yourself a dang quesadilla.
2.
Wait, that was his grandma that said that.
Yeah.
One for Dan.
Yeah.
What's the name of Napoleon's
Same movie.
uncle in Napoleon Dynamite?
Would you like to buy a keychain? I'm trying to save money to go to college.
5,
Mom goes to college.
4,
Oh, that line.
2, 1.
Such a stupid movie.
No effing clue.
Roundhouse kick these bad boys.
Is Rico.
Rico, forget about it.
Oh, that was Rex Kwon Do.
Again, I know
Alright,
this.
so now
Stop
Mark
correcting
Andreyko
me.
should be Dan Murrell has a chance to hit this. If he does, it'll be 9 points to 5. Here's your bonus. You do not have to write it down. It's just for you. Dan, who wrote and directed the 1981 sci-fi
And who was in it?
horror film
Cronenberg.
Scanners?
It's Cronenberg.
Yeah, apparently.
David Cronenberg.
1
Yep.
point. Correct. Dan Murrell on fire here. 9-5. 9-5.
One of his
Perfect
better
round.
movies, too.
His club.
He's been. This is the second time he's done it.
Absolutely.
He just did it recently against Stacey Howard, and now he does it here.
Most
against
famous
Mark
for a
Andreyko.
GIF
Now
on
we
the
get to round
internet
number
of the
two.
guy's head exploding.
Round number 2, the come to Dan. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second.
You're gonna go second.
Right.
All right, Mark Andreyko, please spin from the wheel, not the peg. Here we go. And there's the spin.
He is dangerous with this wheel.
He is.
He's got those weird categories that are his strengths that come out of nowhere.
Well, that's the thing with Mark Andreyko is that
Yeah.
what he knows well. You'd be dangerous if you land on this
Oh, man.
thing he knows. He could put you to sleep real quick. And we're going around. What's it?
Oh.
New releases.
Yep.
New releases.
And he's not going to go with
Gonna
it.
stay, and he's spinning away.
Smart.
Really.
Many people pull away from that new releases, myself
Well,
included.
So you can also believe it's a strength of Dan Murrell.
We went
Yeah.
just we pulled away from that.
It is.
Since Dan Murrell gets all those critic
Well, you gotta
invite
see what's in new releases.
Yep.
screener, whatever.
Screeners and reviews and all that.
And it's coming back around here too, going away from
All right, there it goes.
Let
Disney films.
Ooh.
Disney film.
All right.
All right. So you got to stay away from these.
And your winner.
Okay.
Murrell.
Here we go. You get 4 questions here.
Might be a good one.
I love that.
The Court of Miracles is the name of a secret hideout in what Disney animated film?
Fantasia. I don't know.
Mulan.
Alice in Wonderland.
Is that correct? Dan for the steal. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Mulan.
Looking for The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
Hunchback of Notre
You
Dame.
take the Universal Studios tour.
Yeah.
They talk about that.
All right, Mark. The Unbirthday song. The Unbirthday song can be found in what Disney film?
Alice in Wonderland.
The unbirthday song? Alice in Wonderland?
Correct.
It's a very merry on birthday to me, to you.
Points. Well done.
All right. Other than Mowgli, what do many of the characters in 1967's Disney's
Man
Jungle
Cub?
Book
Man Cub.
refer to him as?
Cub?
It's incorrect.
Man cub.
Man Cub.
Man-child. Man
Really?
What?
No points on that question.
Challenge it.
Yeah.
Can I?
You want to challenge?
Can I
You can
challenge?
challenge.
Yes.
You can challenge that.
I'm
Absolutely.
almost sure in the.
All right.
I want to be like you. He calls him Man Cub.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me challenge. Look at you challenge.
Yeah.
It is a man cub.
We both thought Man Cub also.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're coming back from the challenge. Dan Murrell challenged the questions. We said man-child, and he said it was man-cub. Dan Murrell's correct. It is man-cub. So with that steal, it is now 11 to 7. 11 to 7. 11 to 7. So he did get the steal there. All right, so let's get to the next question here.
Does that mean someone had to quickly pop in the Jungle Book and watch it real quick?
What activity does Mr. Banks finally bond with his children in Mary Poppins?
Flying a kite.
Flying a kite?
Yep.
Correct. There you go. All right.
I was like, you better know that one.
So Mark
Let's
Andreyko
go
hitting
fly
two out
a
of
kite.
four. Dan Murrell has a 2-point lead here, and now it's Dan's turn to spin. He needs a strong wheel spin. If he gets a
Mary
strong wheel spin, then he's
Poppins.
going to be in really good shape. However, if he lands on something that Mark's
The constable's responsible. Now, how does that sound?
This could go.
Anyway, at this point, it's
Terrible.
Really dumb, actually.
So can make or break for anyone, as I've attested to and you
Absolutely.
as well.
Absolutely.
Dick Van Dyke is a fantastic actor and a national treasure.
He is.
Oh,
That's a terrible accent, though.
And there it is, comedy.
comedy.
You want that one? Dan, spin it again. Spin it again.
I have to choose in 5,
Spin it again, man.
3.
Ooh,
Yeah.
chance again. Likes to live
Good move.
dangerously. That is dangerous, Dan Murrell.
But I think the thing, like, Dick Van Dyke's accent in that is so bad that it is, like, endearing now.
Yeah.
So now Dan is spinning it, and he is his second spinning choice. He's getting around. Uh-oh.
It's gonna land on comedy again.
See,
Uh-oh.
Look at this.
Oh.
New release, stop.
Oh.
It's funny.
Times.
It's funny.
And it's gonna go to comedies,
I
right?
mean, that's appropriate. Maybe end this season the way we've been.
All right, that's true.
Here we go.
He spun away from it, hit upon
So
his
Mark
choice.
is in an interesting choice right now. He's
Yeah.
in a tough spot.
The problem, though, is almost everything up there Dan is good at.
Tim Burton?
Tim Burton.
Okay.
All right, so
I mean, he's good at comedies.
Interesting choice.
Dan Murrell. All right, here we go. Tim Burton. Dan, you got 4 questions in Tim Burton.
Okay, this is appropriate because Emma came dressed as Beetlejuice.
Yes, yeah, that's true. All right, here we go.
Got him.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie's father works for what company?
Was it the other candy company?
Multiple choice.
A. Slugworth.
Yeah.
B. Smithfield. C. Salt
Was it Slugworth?
D. Smilex.
I think it's Slugworth.
Slugworth?
It's incorrect. Choices
Smithfield.
are Slugworth, Smithfield, Salt's Nuts, or Smilex.
B?
Looking for Smilex. That is not-
Smilex.
Really?
I was hoping to be C. I'm looking for salts nuts.
All right.
That would have just been a funny turn of a phrase.
Salt's nuts?
You want to challenge it? You want to challenge it? Hey,
That seems... I don't have anything to lose, so what the f...
you going to challenge it? Challenge on that.
It's how I live my life. I don't have anything to lose.
He's got a point.
What the frick? I mean...
All right, coming back. The answer was indeed Smilex. The answer was indeed Smilex.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste factory, you will find it labeled Smilex.
That's an Easter egg I didn't know then. Being a Batman
There you
fan.
go. All right, so we go back. All right, so we go back to...
Huh.
All right,
Interesting.
Question number 2.
Fun.
Question number 2. Tim Burton received his first Academy Award nomination for which 2005 animated film?
2005.
Wait, why am I not thinking clearly
Five.
here?
4.
Bride.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, Frankenweenie? Corpse
Okay. All
Bride?
right, here we go. All right, next question.
Do you do Frankenweenie?
Which 1985 film was Tim Burton's directorial debut?
Oh, no. That was Pee-wee's Big Adventure was his directorial debut.
5,
Frankenweenie was a college class project originally.
2,
Multiple choice.
It's also not
My
1985.
Science Project. B. Beetlejuice. C. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. D.
Yeah,
Lost
Pee
in
Wee's Big
America.
Adventure.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
1 point.
Nice.
Frankenweenie. I didn't know what Frankenweenie was.
Last question here, Dan. Last question.
They can hear us.
Name
Apparently.
the actress that played the character of Alma Peregrine.
Oh,
in
Ava
2016
Green, yes.
Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. 5.
Andreyko will have that.
Multiple choice.
A.
Oh,
Eva
okay.
Green. B. Allison
Yep.
Janney. C. Olga Kurylenko. Or D. Helena Bonham Carter.
That's what I thought. Eva Green.
For 1 point.
Yep.
All right, so
He'll either get almost choice or Andreyko will get it just full out.
I mean, that's still a good score after spinning
Opponent's choice.
opponent's
Yeah.
choice.
Seen 6-point lead before.
To stay up after opponent's choice.
So let's see. So
It's a good place to be in.
Has 1 JT left, and Draco has 1 JTE left. As we get into round number 3, they'll compare 2 JTE rules left.
You don't even have to pick numbers.
Dan has one of his challenges left, and Draco does not have any more challenges left. And we will now take the numbers from Dan Murrell.
I'll take 8, 6, and 14.
8, 6, and 14 for Dan and Andreyko.
I'll take 7, 5, and 13.
7, 5, and 13. So Andreyko's trying to avoid the TKO here. So we start with number 7 for Andreyko. All right, it's number 7.
In the Sandlot.
Rumble. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, God.
Ready to rumble. You're a winner.
And remember the Titans.
What kind of batteries were the arms in Tony Stark's Iron Man?
Yeah, all right. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Dummy and you, thanks to Schmoedown, will always remember that.
Yep.
Well, this is going to be a murder, so bring it on.
All right. What is the full name, first and last, the federal agent Kevin Costner plays? In
Elliot Ness.
There you go. 2 points.
In the movie title.
Excellent.
All right, Andreyko.
Fantastic.
Andreyko, so your 5-pointer, sorry. Your
3-pointer. His 3-pointer.
Your 3-pointer.
2, 3, 5.
Is number 5. Thank you. Your 3-pointer is number 5. 3-pointer is number 5. War movies.
Ugh.
War movies.
Oof.
All right.
Here it comes.
Name 2 of the actors who
Oh.
make up the Monuments Men, besides...
Matt Damon and Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Yeah.
Matt Damon and Jean Dujardin.
Correct. There you go.
He went for that one, huh?
Wow.
Here, so if he hits his 5, it bounces back
Okay.
to Dan. If he misses it, Dan will
Okay.
be in the number 1 contender match waiting for.
Come on, Draco, hit it. Let's make this a match.
That was the first one I thought was Bill Murray.
Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Number 13.
Speaking of National Treasure.
Number 13, Marc Andreyko.
Sports movies.
Oscar movies. Oscar movies.
Sports
All right.
movies.
Oh, a bit funny.
What is the only Studio Ghibli film to win the Oscar for Best
Oh.
Animated Feature?
Kubo and then... Yeah. Was it Kubo?
That's not Studio Ghibli.
Princess Mononoke.
And your winner!
Murrell.
by way of technical knockout,
I think it would have been like Spirited Away or something like that.
Dan Murrell! Spirited Away was the answer.
Yep.
Dan Murrell picks up his 6th
Good job.
knockout.
You're thinking,
Record. Spirited
Tycho
Away,
or
6
not Tycho,
knockouts
but
Dan Murrell
like
has,
Leica.
and he did it.
Like-
Yes.
He is now in
Yeah.
the spectacular in the number 1 contender match with a
Which is
chance
also
to
Coraline.
make it to New York.
Yes.
Against he's going to be
Yeah.
getting a chance.
Paranorman, I think, was
He's
also
down
part of that.
spectacular. Marc Andreyko.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let's just stop where we're at.
It's
Yeah.
hard to be-
He's back in his form that he was.
Well, he did that against Stacy. He had a rough match against, well, not too much rough. I mean, he played pretty well against Ethan that first round. He's had a bad second round.
Yeah.
But he's back. I mean, he's been playing really
back.
well the last
Murrell
couple matches.
is back.
And
That's how he earned his name.
yeah,
That was a terrible Christian Harloff
You see,
impression.
especially in round 2, watch
I
him
wasn't
stay on
going.
the side,
I wasn't
watching
going
him,
full
and how
Christian
he
Harloff because that would be really loud.
He's like,
You just go half Christian Harloff.
Never go full Christian Harloff.
Exactly.
He strategized very well in that one because he knew.
I feel like that
he
implies
had a chance to get a
that Christian Harloff is
Just leave it as
is an
is.
insulting word, and I'm not implying that at all.
It was like, good luck getting Christian Harloff to approve this on the Facebook group now.
To be honest with you, because he gave himself 6 points to go into. That's a tough tough deficit to come back, and Draco almost did it.
Yeah.
But it was spirited away at the end that got him.
Going into that third round and you've got to hit all 3 of your questions. That is a tough place to be in. Just mentally, it is hard.
All right, so now we are going to talk to
Leg on my face there.
your buddy, who is now.
She's back now?
Yeah, well, she's,
she retires, she doesn't. She
When did you eat egg today?
She's.
It's figure of speech.
There's a break.
Huh.
All right. So now we are going to talk
Also
to
this morning.
Brian Chandler, who's with both Marc Andreyko and Dan Murrell.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm here with the second place
Beetlejuice.
finisher, Marc Andreyko. Marc, I noticed on your board to start off it said, "I'm tired." I want to know about
I'm
this.
tired. You know, this isn't heavy. This isn't, you know, paving roads or digging ditches, so it's not physical labor, but it's exhausting. And,
Mental is exhausting.
You know, and playing these last 3 matches with Drew and Clark and now Dan, they're all good friends of mine, and it's just, you know, so you're kind of, you want to win, but you also don't mind losing because they're friends of yours and they're good at what they do. So I'm exhausted. I don't know how people that played this more than I did this year are still standing. It's just mental. You know, I knew Dakota Fanning, I knew Ben Mendelsohn. I saw them there, but I got like brain dyslexia, just reading letters.
Your mental gymnastics was just off for the day.
I tore my ACL in my mental gymnastics.
Emma, what about you?
Yeah, I
Are
think
you exhausted
too.
as a manager?
Is that a
You know,
sports
just
reference?
The thing about this singles tournament
Austin
that
City
has
Limits.
been both exciting
Oh, yeah.
while simultaneously being
We like
extremely
ACL.
tiring is the fact that there wasn't anybody in this singles tournament this time around that you went, oh, okay, like they're good. No, every single person in the singles tournament this year has been just some of the most excellent competitors that we have in the Schmoedown. So you go into every single match with a lot of anxiety. And, you know, I think that as far as the single tournament goes, I'm
Brand should give him a
that
cannoli.
Andreyko, it was just anxiety of facing
Ooh, that sounds
great
delicious right now.
competitors, not really great competitors where there was also a grudge involved, if you will. But at the end of the day, he faced a lot of really awesome people. He took down a lot of really great people. And ultimately, you know, Dan Murrell's a great competitor and he's a great person. So this is not
Someone's
an
gotta lose.
embarrassing loss by any stretch of the imagination. And Marc Andreyko's had a hell of a season.
You have had a hell of a season. What's been a favorite match of yours this year?
I think the match that I played with Snyder against Alonso and Adichie, because that was the game that felt the most procedural.
Yeah.
And you know, playing with technique. I was shocked. I beat Drew. That was sort of miraculous. It was fun. I mean, ultimately, that's what this is. I'm doing this for fun. You know, nobody likes to lose. Everybody wants to win. But it's a bunch of good people getting together and just being nerds about movie trivia. So if we were playing for like $100,000, I'd challenge.
Cutthroat competition.
Yeah. Well, but this is a community, and primarily it's about having fun and celebrating our mutual love of movies. So yeah.
It is about having.
I made it into the double digits against Dan, so that's a win.
Woohoo!
Good guy,
Double
Andreyko.
digits are nothing to hang your hat about. I want to know, you will be seeing you in Spectacular in some capacity, so tell me about Wolf versus Ethan. How do you feel about that matchup coming up?
Well, Ethan is like a time bomb. You don't know when the timer's going to go off. And, you know, I beat him just by that 1 5-point question, and I think that would be the only time I ever beat him if I play him, because he is like a great white shark. I'm mixing so many metaphors here. He's an exploding great white shark. But Clark is great too. You know, Clark has that steely reserve when she plays. Even though we're on the same team and we were.
I want that to be his new nickname.
The exploding great white shark.
Ethan, exploding great white shark, Irwin.
I think that match is going to be one of the closest.
Fantastic.
Down to the wire, because they're both really good players. They're both.
Not to mention, just to hear Christian like shout that, Ethan, exploding great white shark, Irwin.
One of the absolute best players that we have in the Schmoedown, and as you say, she is a mastermind at the speed round. And on top of that, Ethan's never played a 5-round match before, so that could potentially work to Clark's advantage as well. Though, as Andreyko said,
but he sat through
there's no
the free-for-all
doubting the,
almost as
prominence
long as
of
Bibiani.
Ethan's movie knowledge. It
Yeah.
is vast.
I don't know how he is on like the quicking, slapping the buzzer.
Clicking, slapping of the button.
The speed round, I believe, is what they call them.
And I am back with your first
But
place finisher.
we'll find out.
Dan Murrell, dangerous Dan Murrell. I'm sorry, I didn't use the formal. Perfect first round today with the extra point as well. Wow.
Yeah, it's been such a weird season for me. I played in between singles and teams. I played in 6 matches. on the one hand, I've got 3 TKOs or KOs, and on the other hand, I have an overtime loss, and then I was TKO'd twice.
Wait, 6 TKOs, 6 KOs?
Well, this season, this season, I either seem to win going away or I lose going away.
Okay.
So it's been such a weird season, and I don't know how the game's gonna go. So, Andreyko was go right up there in the belt conversation this last cycle. So for me to have that kind of performance against Marc, I count myself incredibly lucky. I love playing him. I've always wanted to play him. I'd play him again anytime. He's a great competitor.
He is a great competitor. I also like that you seem to have your energy back after that Stacy match. It's kind of continuing. Then you got opponent's choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again. I mean,
your opponent's choice for Dan Murrell.
It is. Strategy is kind of not working out great for me this year because that was every time I take a calculated risk this year, it has not worked out for me, which to me says I need to stop taking them. But yeah, it's opponent's choice in a weird way. It was sort of the mirror of what happened to me in my first match this year. I hit a category. I was kind of iffy on it. I spun again. I hit opponent's choice on the second spin. It happened to work out much better for me this time than it did when I played Guy in my first match. And again, I'm lucky that that was the case because it could have been much worse and Marc could be standing here instead of me. I mean, I guess he was, but it would be different circumstances.
He would be the second interview instead of the first. I see where you're going with that. So now we have Ethan and Clark going up against each other. Yeah. What's your thought on this match?
I mean, obviously, I know how dangerous, no pun intended, Ethan is. He TKO'd me. I didn't even get a chance. He didn't even have to answer any questions in round 3 when he played me. So I know what he's capable of. At the same time, he's going up against a champion who has played and been in that situation before. Not that I think Ethan's going to get caught in the lights, but I think it does help to have somebody who's played in a championship match before, who's dealt with that kind of pressure. Clark has done that. She's proven herself one of the great players in the game, and I think that she, along with Rachel, are both in this league maybe the 2 players that devote the most amount of time, not just to staying good, but to getting better. So that's going to be a great match, I think, and I don't look forward to playing either one of them.
Yeah, which one would you prefer, though?
I mean, considering that Ethan TKO'd me, I guess it'd be Clark just because
You played Clark before.
I played it, but that was years ago.
But it happened.
It happened. But yeah, I mean, I guess if I had to choose, I would pick the person that didn't just send me out of the tournament.
Okay.
Maybe I would have a better chance against someone else, but not because I think that Clark is a better draw than Ethan, because they were both great players.
Because that matchup, whoever you play at Spectacular, whoever wins that matchup is going to be going to New York to play in a title match.
Yeah, I love New York.
Okay.
That's kind of like a dream for me. New York is one of my favorite places in the world. To get the chance to go there and do that and play for the title in New York.
I want to go to New York.
That is
never been to New York.
It's a great place. I highly recommend it.
Although, you know what? Before this year, I've never been to LA either.
The opportunity to do it in that scenario.
But this year, got to go to LA and enjoyed it.
I'm going to start
soon enough.
Because
and we will be going again.
I put myself in the best position to win that game.
Wow. I also
By the way, we do have vlog channels. They're linked down below. If you want to see our trips to LA.
You can see his. It's all up there.
Mine's all up. He's still posting his, and all of them, fantastic.
He's like, I gotta go on my cruise now, relax. He's happy that his season is done.
Self-promotion? Whatever.
He's been playing a lot. He's playing a lot lately. And I think that, I've got to be honest, I think that the Clark Wolf match also took a lot out of him. This one that he played against Dan Murrell here too. Dan played so well. I think Marc Andreyko at this point is going to take a rest. Whether he comes back with Snyder or not, we'll see in next season. But Dan Murrell, focusing in on that championship. He wants to play for the title. Now, of course, he wants Roka to win, but it depends. Who's Roka going to play? Is it going to be Ethan? Is it going to be Clark? We're going to find out, because whoever that is, Dan Murrell will be playing that person for the #1 contender spot at the Spectacular.
And we could potentially have Roka Murrell.
In New York,
that could potentially go to happen.
It's possible. It's possible, but there's a lot that can happen.
It's got a long road ahead of him.
Well, and you have a lot ahead of you. You've got Interkingdom Championship coming up right around the corner here, guys. And a lot of others. The Star Wars match,
absolutely.
The #1 contender match, the Commissioner Bowl, the Team Championship, and now the #1 contender match, and of course the Singles Championship. So
Thank you guys for watching. If you're not a Patreon, please take a look. Join today. The patreon.com/Schmoedown. Look at all the tiers. Check out what we have. We have a lot of exciting news coming up. And if you want to get tickets to that New York event, go to Schmoedownlive.com. Check it out. Schmoedownlive.com. The singles championship will be on.
Did they find some more tickets somewhere?
Undercard to be determined, but it'll be a doozy. I can promise you that.
Don't know.
Check it out. And for the killer, Mike Kalinowski, I'm Christian Harloff. See you next time.
Hello? Hi, Dad. What the heck are you doing? I'm building. Building what? Well, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked. As you may recall, after I narrowly lost to Roka, I generously offered my services to any Schmoedown competitor who needed help with their entrances. And you know how many people got back to me?
Or reactors.
-3. So I have decided to build myself an office right here in the corner of the Schmoedown. Bibbs, I don't know if you can really put an office here. I can really put an office here. Thank you, Thad. That's really, really great. So yeah, I'm just going to get nice and cozy up in here. This is a load-bearing sheet. So that should be fine. That should be up to code.
Load-bearing sheet.
Send anyone who wants to come on by, and I'll help them consult with their entrances. Great. Cool. Great. Thanks, Dad. Earl? I've been working on the Schmoedown. Wait a minute. What am I doing? I need eye protection. I've been working on the Schmoedown.
What's up?
Baby Yanni's a national treasure as well.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm completely at a loss for words after that.
Oh, that was a good match.
Yeah, the match was fantastic. You know, just as I suspected, somebody won.
Wow. Called it, didn't we?
Called it. Somebody won, somebody lost.
Yeah. So Dan Murrell won, which means he's either going to be taking on Ethan Irwin again, or Clark Wolf, which apparently he's never fought Clark Wolf.
He did a long time ago.
Oh, that's right. They said like years ago. That's right.
Long time ago. I mean, it's gonna come down to it. Like either way, you got a good, solid #1 contenders match for the spectacular. I mean,
yeah,
Irwin and Murrell facing off again is just a second part of a dream. And then Murrell facing Clark is just two really good competitors facing off against each other.
Yeah.
Any of those four, Murrell, Roka, Irwin, Clark Wolf, any of them in New York against any of them in New York, it was going to be a good match for New York.
Yep, New York's the real winner here.
New York.
Those of you going to the show in New York are especially winners.
And those of you who are not are also winners because we get to see it later on YouTube.
Like we're going to.
We're all winners at the Schmoedown.
I gotta call myself a loser. Of course we're all winners. We're winners too. We get to watch this. You watch us watch it. And we all watch each other watching. I don't know. That's a little weird.
I mean, if you watch us.
Oh, yes.
Which you have plenty of opportunity to if you subscribe to our channel. Don't you like
that was pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, it'd be nicer if we didn't actually stop and mention it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Subscribe to our channel here at the Cinefanatics. We're doing great things here. We got trailer reactions. I always mess that up. Trailer reactions. Got it right this time. Movie reviews. More Schmoedown reactions. All sorts of stuff coming up.
Yeah. A whole bunch of newer stuff.
I think we're doing a Spider-Verse review this week. We're going to check it out. Go see it here on Thursday. And then do the review shortly thereafter. And then next week is going to be packed with movies as well.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned. It's a nice time to get plugged into the Cinefanatics and what all we're doing.
Don't forget to go over to the Collider YouTube page and check out the Schmoedown over there. Subscribe to them, like and comment on the Schmoedown video over there.
Really helps them out.
Yep. And as always,
we got to go return some videotape.
Later.
See ya.